way, you assume.
I'm gonna go. Is there an easy way to go up into the crawler?
You can try, yeah.
I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna cast spider climb on myself as well.
Yeah!
Awesome.
Here we go.
Spider glide!
I have spider climb now. Yeah. You just see Laudna's limbs kind of start to crack as she starts to think and channel the Nightmare King, and then I'm gonna go on the inside of underneath the belly of the crawler and start to crawl up from the inside to try and have as much cover as I can.
Great, that's awesome. Plenty of cover on the inside. You notice that the platforms that are on the top of the mammoth crawler are fairly even keel because they're designed to carry both people and goods. The underneath section is barely welded together with whatever scrap was there, and it is a jungle of sharp, rusted bits with the occasional spaces to calm through. But with your spider climb, easy enough, a much larger explosion
Oh my God.
rocks the top of the mammoth crawler. Immediately as it impact hits, I need you, or are you gonna hold on or are you gonna drop?
I'm underneath and I'm gonna hold on.
That's where you want
Okay.
to be when a large structure explodes.
Yeah!
On it.
Underneath it!
So, it rocks, and even those of you who are running in Team Treshi, you hear this distant muffled inside the stone walls.
I'm sure it's
of the
fine.
Seat of Disdain. Those of you outside,
You hear in your head, Laudna?
it looks like a large satchel of preset explosives, not dissimilar to the one that you had recently used, had been thrown onto this crawler and then detonated upon impact. It specifically hits one of the large joints at where one of the other still standing legs is, and as it detonates, the leg kind of cracks out from its mooring, and the entire structure begins to collapse downward.
Oh no. Mister. Go to Laudna.
And like a burst of zipping flame, you watch as Mister just starts darting through the storm. The wind striking him, he's having to correct for it, like he's a sail pushing against the wind. It has to kind of arc around as it's like, and it's starting to rotate and crumble onto itself. You, who are holding on the inside of this mass of tangled metal, feel it list, shift, and then begin to turn as you see the ground itself get darker as shadow begins to rise towards you.
Oh boy. Can I position myself, can I Titanic this and get on the other side of the railing? To where I'm not going to
So you're trying to get up
smash?
onto the top then?
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna move around.
At which point, you feel this clawing on your shoulder.
Ah! Oh, don't fucking scare me like that, mister. Mister, look for the black crates. Go!
And goes darting after Fearne, who has a black crate.
Oh, fuck. Stupid monkey.
Stupid monkey.
All right, so you go, pick the lock.
Yep.
You don't have to roll. It's open.
Oh. I shut it last time.
No.
Yeah.
Someone beat us here.
Fucking bells! Fuck! Get in there! Come on!
It's all a distraction.
Thing.
But as I hustle, it's getting in traps.
All right.
I'm like, super scared. Going downstairs.
Sure. Make an investigation or perception check with disadvantage, because you are rapidly searching as you're running.
9?
Seems fine.
Okay, going down the steps.
Cool. Pring, the wire hits you in the shin, and you immediately start tumbling forward down the stairs.
There's no wire there before.
Make a dexterity saving
Can I
throw.
use telekinetic shove to pull him back to me?
In a moment, we'll see what he rolls here.
Is this magic at all? No.
No, it is literally just a
physical
wire.
Oh God, 12.
12. We're talking ass over tea kettle. You just, this is the second time a wire has fucked you up in the stairs scenario. And you just go boom, 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 down the stairs. You telekinetic shove him back 5 feet, which pulls him back up again. And he gets an additional 5 feet.
What the fuck? We're on the same team. Oh God, there's wires.
He failed the saving throw. As you kind of stumble and land and look up into the face of a very harried-looking, intense glare from Artana Voe.
Oh shit. I'm gonna roll through her legs.
Okay.
I am going to see all of this happening, and I'm just gonna say, Artana Voe! And I'm gonna hit her with Psychic glance.
Okay.
They're probably after the same thing.
That's an intelligence saving throw.
That is. Okay, that is.
That's dark.
That's going to be a 13.
She fails.
What does that do?
Oh,
so
man.
she is going to take 7d6.
Okay.
24, 25 points of psychic
25
damage.
points of psychic damage. You
And
got it.
she's immediately incapacitated.
Until.
My next turn.
Okay, yeah. So as you shout that and scream, there's this kind of glance as she suddenly, from across the shoulder, would be actually from this position based on where you're coming in, goes, looks over, the eyes go wide, and you watch as the pupils dilate in a flash, and suddenly she grabs her forehead and crumples onto one knee, and is just clutching her head like the crossbow just clinks to the ground around, and holds her face going, and it's just there, this tight ball of all the muscles trying to deal with the pain that's racking her mind. Whatever you think you're doing here, you're fucking up a lot.
We're walking out with him.
Where?
Let's talk about it on the way.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on.
Natural 20. I'm the cat that die.
She kind of reads you. The intensity in the eyes kind of tries to hold for a second, and there's a slight relaxing of the brows. You're not one of them. All right.
Jack, can you get that lock open?
She's just starting to talk to me. I'm feeling it out. Yeah, reveal your secrets. I mean, I know you got keys, but I'm gonna fucking take my chance.
What, really? And you hit the table and it knocked it off. You coming up to this relatively intricate lock. What's your total on that with the natural 20?
That'd be a 30.
Damn.
The DC on this was a 25. So, you glancing at this lock, the inspiration kind of rolling through you, the burst of invigorated blood hitting your systems, all the adrenaline's kind of flowing through you. In the back of your head, you hear that howl, that. And you quietly, without even realizing it, mouth it.
Yeah.
As you're just focused in, without hesitation, every single tumbler falls. You find the right hook, click and turn, clink, it falls open. The heavy ass lock just kind of clink, clanks to the side, and the gate opens to the front. Treshi's still kind of up on the side.
The
Madman.
wood chisel goes and just touches his aorta, like, and you can see it moving against the pulse of his heartbeat. And I'm like, unless you want to bleed, get in the hole and do it quietly.
Make an intimidation check.
Come on, shit.
Natural 20!
Why are you burning through them now? Why are you burning through them now?
Bananas.
Now's the time! The wolf decides!
Oh my god.
Treshi just sitting there with the just tip moving. Goes, fine. She'll kill you just as easily as she would have killed me. And then he jumps into the hole, vanishing into the dark. You hear, actually, you would hear nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly. I'm gonna take out that Changebringer coin and just flip it. Heads or
Okay.
tails?
Do you have a coin?
I do.
Flip it.
Okay. Okay. Heads, I'll go backwards, and tails, I'll go like kind of left.
Okay.
Okay. Tails, kind of left.
Kind of left. So as you push it to the side, it doesn't need to turn to go. The legs in the back, which are, you know, like a beast's legs, like digging in to tear. The front wheel kind of scoots and it just rotates on the spot to the side. One of its legs actually kicks up against the wall and holds it in place there. Laudna, you're climbing up the side of the wall, and with your speed, because you get to move your full speed and dash if you want to, you can climb up pretty quickly. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to the top floor where all those balconies are,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start crawling along the edge. I'm gonna start peeking in and see if I can see any higher ranking officers.
Yes, because as you climb up over the balcony, the first thing you see is you are about 1 foot from Otohan Thule, who is just standing at the balcony and watching.
Watching all of this?
And suddenly you just kind of looks down, dark eyes kind of looking you right in the face.
Hello, darkness.
What the fuck is happening?
We're making trigger decisions.
Oh, yeah.
Go, baby.
There's an immediate look of like, what? Before all of a sudden the entire balcony is immersed in darkness, but you can see through.
I can see through if I use a sorcerer point to cast, which I do.
Okay.
I'm going to then loop around her, so I can see through it. Does she have any pockets? Her Boba Fett jetpack, change purse, anything like that?
Are you trying to shake down?
I'm trying to plant this fucking ring on Otohan.
Oh. Okay. You can see this, and it's a device. It's a device that's kind of affixed to her back. And as you look underneath, there's like almost these two cylindrical chambers with things placed inside them. And as you kind of pull back, you can see there's definitely an area where you could tuck a ring in, or you could hide it in there if you'd like to. But
Sure. Does it feel like she would access? That doesn't matter. There's no time. I plant it.
all right, you rolled pretty high in investigation, so you wouldn't be able to find a place to plant it. It depends. I will say.
I want to try and be smart about it.
All right, I know.
Place that makes sense.
Right. Make a sleight of hand check.
Come on. Which die?
You got this.
Gil?
Oh, sure. Don't fuck me.
Come on.
Gil. 11.
11. Okay.
You have a good sleight of hand.
11. I rolled a... No, wait. No, 11.
Okay. So you go ahead and you go to place it up inside, and you're like, great. And as soon as you get it placed in its positioning, she spins with the blades out, and you immediately take the full brunt of a round of attacks. She cannot.
But I placed the ring. The ring
as
is
far
in.
as you aware. So that's 3 attacks against you with disadvantage because she can't see.
And I still have mirror image.
You do. So the first strike is going to be 17.
She hits a mirror.
Darts off one of the mirror edges of it. The version, while she can't even see, she's kind of going off of the sense of where you might be and strikes one of the mirror
I love
images
that you're
away.
just going after Ahsoka right now in the dark.
That's going to be a natural 1 with a disadvantage.
Nice.
Second
Miss.
strike misses. The third one is going to be a 21 to hit.
Hits a mirror.
No damage on that round.
Yes.
Well, they're just surrounded by raids.
Does the mirror, when they hit the mirror, does it feel like she
Yeah.
hits anything, or it just goes?
Just, so that's going to be Otohan's immediate round to that, and is now just like you hear in the darkness, her voice go, "Whoever you are, your timing is curious."
I jump off the balcony.
You jump off the balcony.
Yeah.
Okay. You immediately dart off. Let's go ahead
Is there a
and make.
follow up to that statement?
I'm gonna wait till I get almost all the way down and then feather fall.
You all begin to rush past down the hall, past the war room, and as you're passing the war room, you see as Ratanish kind of steps around the corner and goes, "You caught her.
That's right.
Where are you taking her?"
I'm gonna throw Artana at him.
Throw?
Whoa! You're gonna what?
Pushing Artana towards Ratanish.
Whoa.
Okay. So you push
You're betraying her already? That was so fast!
as she gets kind of pushed into his arms. He goes ahead and grasps the chain and looks at her and goes, "Good work. Oh, you have no idea what you've done."
Oh, shit.
And begins
those manacles are.
to try and drag her by that point, at which point she pulls out of the manacles and turns invisible once more and vanishes.
Okay. Okay.
Shit!
Where'd she go?
Fan out! Find her!
Look outside!
She cannot be too far!
Damn it! Undo the betrayal. Undo the betrayal.
He runs back to the war room and goes, and right as you turn the corner back into the main thoroughfare, there's a shape waiting for you, right at where that opens up. You see a figure's cloak whipping, and right as you come tearing in, and the lights of the sand begin to kind of apparate, you see the familiar gray hair and red cloak of Otohan Thule just standing there, right in your way. As you begin to try and slow it down, she darts forward and just blades out, starts striking up against the crawler's side. So as Otohan carves through the blades like a spinning whirlwind in the air, and then landing behind, the skirmisher kind of wheel up, the wheel splits apart and then digs right into the dirt ground. The back of the legs kind of fling forward as all of you kind of get pulled forward as it just kind of grinds into the dirt, throwing all of you from the back of the vehicle. And there, standing in the ground, you see Otohan stand up. The two blades at the side of the cloak just flapping in the breeze. At which point she kind of looks back at both sides, kind of has blades out to both, and goes, "Let's have a conversation, shall we?" And you watch as there's this weird this flicker in the back underneath where the cloak is. And these dark shapes appear. 3 dark, shadowy versions of her appear in the space around where she is. All wearing the same dark gray armor, but somehow darker. Dark grays and blacks.
Underneath
Before it was not.
Otohan,
But now it is.
the ground is going to sort of rip open and red light's going to pour out. And just a sphere of storm is going to erupt around her. And I'm casting Hungry Torrent.
Okay.
You're casting what?
Excuse me?
So,
Hungry.
as this kind of
Well, here we go.
this dark red rift kind of flash opens up and this deep red and purple light begins to swirl around Otohan as she walks forward in the direction of all of you. There's like a look of recognition in her eyes as it begins to swarm around as the tendrils kind of lick around her and she kind of like strikes it off. Now, is this a concentration spell? Does it maintain itself in the space?
Yes.
Okay, so there's still like, and you watch in this kind of like storm area, there are these long kind of almost whip-like tendrils of dark purple-red energy that just kind of like, almost like lightning that moves and is frozen in place and then moves again and freezes in place. And it seems to be almost trying to wrap around whatever's nearby, almost like one of the Ghostbusters, proton cannon. It's just like, tries to wrap around and pull. And as it kind of like begins to whip around there, she just kind of glances towards you. Hello again. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Shit. 15.
In a familiar but more intrusive way, you feel like a cold icicle begins to push into your mind. She asks forcefully once more, "Who do you work for? Who sent you?" And you try and resist, and it pushes through, and for a second you feel like you've lost all grip on your will, your strength, and then it's gone. And that brief burst of headache slips from you, and you're back in control. And in that moment, she looks at you. Eshteross. Oh. Interesting. I'll have to pay him a visit. That old fool metal is far beyond his aspirations. She's gonna go ahead and dart forward. Right up into this space. Yep.
Yeah, of course she is.
It's going to go up to you first, Ashton.
All the way around.
There we go. And is going to go ahead and unleash 3 weapon attacks and then an offhand strike against you. That is 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 16 points of slashing damage,
Fuck me.
plus an additional 9 points of force damage.
Okay, 25.
Second attack is a 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd have to have overdrive.
Yeah, I'd like to.
You take 11 points of slashing damage,
I mean,
plus 7
Treshi.
force.
18.
The third hit is going to be a 19.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And then the echo is going to take in the offhand strike. So there's, and then from the side, the echo strikes as well for, that's going to be a 20 to hit
Yeah.
for 14 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Oh, God.
Wait, what?
I'm down.
Ashton's down.
He's more than 30 feet away from me,
Barbarian's
isn't he?
down, not raging.
I'm gonna just
We have
in
Bane,
your head,
anything?
you're just gonna hear, "Run!" And I'm gonna use Misty Step.
Okay.
On the ground, I'm looking up, and I look past Otohan, up at the balcony behind her,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Misty Step up to here.
Alrighty. With this, she's going to go ahead and already is next to you. She's going to go ahead and run a couple strikes. Going to do 3 attacks against you, Orym. First strike is going to be 25 to hit.
Yeah. God fucking
You
damn
have
it.
some cool fighter shit.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
It's going to go ahead and Sonic Strike for an additional 14 points of psychic. All right, so that's going to be 15 points of slashing damage. Because you are prone, the blade sinks deeper into you on the ground. It almost seems to like seek to pin you to the floor. You take an additional 8 points of force damage. Third strike against you.
It's not bad.
That's going to be 28 to hit
Yep.
for 12 points of slashing damage.
Out, and as he's going out, he's looking at the sky past her shoulder and thinking of his husband and his father.
Oh, no! Not like this. Come
He's going to go ahead and take the rest of the movement over here. Kind of moving away from the now unconscious Orym, pulling the blade forth, walks over past Ashton, just looking up in the direction of where Imogen vanished. And just staring up in your direction with the offhand strike, just does a strike against Ashton.
God fucking damn it.
That's going to be 21 to hit.
Yeah, it fucking hits. I'm out.
That is 12 points of slashing
out.
damage.
Oh.
Tell our story, mister.
And end of the turns, can use legendary action to go ahead and take a strike at Fearne. That's going to be a 19 to hit. 18 to hit.
Yeah? Oh boy.
Does that hit you?
Yeah, it does.
That's going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm going to just jump off of the stairs,
Okay.
move, kind of stick to this edge,
Okay.
and get within 60 feet. I don't think I gotta go far. Right. I'm going to drop Wither and Bloom right here. Wait, fuck. Yes, okay. It's 10 feet. It's 10 feet.
That's a 14. She rolled really low.
Fail.
Fail, okay.
Okay, so she takes 8 damage, necrotic.
8 necrotic damage.
You get to roll a hit dice, Ashton.
Don't fuck this up.
Well, anything above a 1,
Yeah.
above a 0 will
1 and a
bring you
12 is
back.
the
A 12 will give me 24 though if I'm doing this right. All right, 7.
All right, so you heal, regain 7 hit points.
Yep.
Hey, that's great.
That's great. As you're kind of rushing around the corner, you hear. And right as you go to turn, you watch apparate in front of you the dark shadow of Otohan. One of the echoes kind of flickers into being, and you look over your shoulder, and she goes, "Can't run from this, my dear." And he's going to go ahead and rush into a flurry of strikes on you.
Shit.
She's jumping all over this fucking mat like a gut jungle gym.
22 to hit.
That hit.
Okay.
This is a problem.
She's going to take a secondary strike on you on the ground.
It
with
was a
advantage.
good plan.
That's going to
It was
be
the
a
best.
25 to hit.
It's the best plan we had.
That is 10 points of slashing damage, plus 2d6 because the blade trying to pin you into the ground as you are prone. You take an additional 10 points of force damage.
Okay.
The Echo is going to take the third strike on you on the ground as well. That's going to be 22 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Can you do this?
Still as a third attack, is going to go ahead.
He's merciful.
No, no.
I mean,
You're the only one in range, Laudna.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. That's going to be, well, it's with advantage. 'Cause you're on the ground.
I'm sure it hits.
That's an auto crit. You failed 2 death saves.
I roll right? Or no, I just...
No, you just failed 2 death saves from a critical melee.
I'm gonna say, Laudna, where are you?
No response.
I'm gonna,
Go. Get out.
I'm gonna step out
Do not come back here.
from behind
No. That's what she wants.
and I'm gonna cast Fly on myself
Okay.
and fly 60 feet up in the air. And in Otohan's head, I'm just gonna scream, enough! Let's end this.
Okay. All right. Laudna, if you roll death save for me, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, this is it, kids.
This is it.
No problem.
Delilah, take the wheel.
Natural 20? Is it natural 20?
It's a natural 20.
Is it really?
You saw it. You see it, right? You see it.
Holy
right? It's a
shit.
natural
Oh my
20.
god!
Hey, you get knocked down,
just-
then you get up again.
I will never question you
Yeah,
ever
no,
again,
it's-
Delilah.
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 Warlock for life.
In the middle of the shadow, deep in your spirit, as the darkness threatens to consume
Doesn't
you.
make any fucking sense.
She's got more plans for you.
That doesn't make any fucking
Oh,
sense.
wait,
That is
listen,
so
listen,
stupid.
listen,
I'm
listen.
sorry.
In the deep shadow, before the darkness begins to curl and take you. Not yet, my child. We have much to do. Your eyes shoot open.
But they're full. No one can see, but they're full black as they just. They're just black. It comes out.
She's gonna go ahead and offhand to Echo Swap, and
Yep.
What?
all of a sudden she teleports separately from the Echo. They both and swap places,
Yep.
Is that like a feature bonus action? Whoa.
and is going to go ahead and action surge.
Oh my
Yep.
Otohan.
You are prone, so that's advantage. That's going to be 23 to hit.
Does Mister get a reaction from the shadow moving?
It doesn't really move, it's a teleport.
And that doesn't provoke an opportunity attack.
No, that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Down.
Okay.
And as it stabs, you see Orym's hand, which was reaching into his belt, and the blue sending stone goes boom.
Oh.
Dude.
Yes, so fucking awful.
Second strike.
Shit.
Auto crit. 2 death saves.
Good night.
Third strike. Auto crit. Orym, please describe to me in your final moment as Orym looks up, barely holding his vision forward, and Otohan pulls the blade up and is about to press it down into his sternum.
There's a really heavy sense of failure. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna see Will and Derek again.
She stops for a second. We've met before.
Yeah.
She turns back up and looks at Imogen. That's going to finish her turn. All right, end of your turn. You can use another legendary action to attack Fearne.
Oh my god.
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yes,
Good.
God
God.
damn it!
Take 13 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
Yes, I'm
Wait,
down.
wait.
As you fall unconscious, the last thing you hear before the darkness takes your vision is Otohan saying, "You carry the seed, which is not as strong as others."
This-
Tears just streaming down my face. I'm gonna fly down and forward with my hand outstretched, both of them towards her. And I'm gonna just scream, "Leave my friends alone!" But it's gonna echo in her head painfully, screech, and at level 3, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. All right. So what's the save on that?
It's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save. Shh. Just didn't roll great. 14?
15.
15 is the DC. Okay.
Okay.
That hits.
It's all the notes.
21. 21 points
21
of
points of
psychic
psychic
damage. And
Well, flat.
the creature must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, which she does have. So she then moves 40 feet this way. As you blast her mind, and she's like, and darts off in the direction, like, and then turns around and spins, kind of grabbing her face, looks up. Good. Good. Good.
I'm going to send a message to Otohan.
Okay.
Sorry, I hope this isn't a bad idea. I'm gonna send a message to Otohan.
I mean, we're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Wait.
The Moontide Crown. Ira. We know where he is. Do you want it? You have to stop.
Looks at you as the message hits. Huh.
We can help you.
Looks up at you, Imogen. You hear in your head, is this true? Make a wisdom saving throw.
She's trying
Check in that
She's trying to
shit.
peek.
You feel that invasive kind of will pushing into your mind. As much as you try and withstand giving information, you feel the extraction of interactions, of Ira, of the device, of the crown, of the escape. Looks back over at Laudna. You speak some truth. Then tell me. Or she raises the blade up ahead once more.
Panagrip Sands. We got a direction. You've seen the ley lines.
Ley lines. Good tells.
I know where they're converging.
So do I. She looks back up to Imogen. You're so close.
But what does that mean?
That's going to be
So close.
a crit. You failed 2 death saves.
You're out.
I'm out.
Fearne, in the final moments
Oh my
of
fucking god.
consciousness and life on this realm, as the blade rests above you, what do you do? What do you say?
Boy, that was a hell of a run.
As the blade goes into your abdomen, and then with a spray, an arc of red that seems to almost turn to black as it hits the dust, and then scatters off with the wind. Fearne Calloway's no more.
I'm not losing them to just surrender to you.
You're not surrendering to me, but to your nature.
I'll fly down. I'll fly down towards her. I'll reach my hand towards her,
No logic.
but before I land, I'm gonna witch bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
So my hair's gonna fly up, my eyes are gonna flash white. I'm just gonna hit her with everything I got. 21 points.
21 points.
Lightning damage.
As the arc of energy fires out and strikes her, it impacts and spreads throughout the torso, and she seems to drop a blade, reach up, and almost grab the tether.
I'm gonna hit the ground and hold on to it.
Come on. You're so close.
I'm gonna do it again. Wither and Bloom on top of both of them.
Introducing my dad.
When they're in bloom on both of them. Okay.
On top of Chetney and Otohan.
Is that a Constitution save?
Yep.
That is going to be a 15?
Fail.
Fail. All right.
Hit roll. 5 damage to Otohan.
5 damage to Otohan.
And you get to roll a hit dice and come up.
Hit dice.
Yeah,
Clutch.
whatever your hit dice is.
3.
So you're at 3 hit points. She looks over, looks at you. Is she your favorite?
I'll go with you. I give in. Don't hurt her.
But you see, you don't just choose to give in. You let go when the moment's right. And she's gonna go ahead and use legendary action to dash.
She's coming for my ass. She's coming for my ass real hard.
There we go. Otohan's gonna go ahead and take 1 strike against you. That's gonna be 15?
Yeah.
15 hits.
Paper.
That is 10 points of slashing damage.
I will half that. It's a 5.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 5 and you have 5 temporary hit points. Second strike. That's gonna be a 26.
No, it was a valid effort.
You take
Keeps me from having to.
14 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm down again.
You watch as she strikes once, the second time, and Laudna falls back. While Laudna's still falling in the air, third strike. Well, this is not a crit, so you take 2 failed death saves. As she's falling back in the air from that second strike, she immediately takes the second blade and jams it up through her back, which pierces out of the sternum. And while holding her still aloft, kind of a reverse Sephiroth situation, Laudna held in the air, just looks over at you. It's your turn. As it burns up from within, you feel like a tidal surge pulling you under, like the dark abyss of the ocean swallowing you up. But it's nothing but red, warm, crackling fury. And as it does, the entire landscape around you just turns red. The dust storm, the wind, freezes. The sand just kind of frozen in the air. Those of you who are still here notice as the coloration of this entire region of the city turns a deep, deep red. Otohan looks back at you. Yes. Yes. This is it. The rest of you looking at Imogen. Her hair fully extended and levitating. Her skin a deep crimson hue. Where you saw the thin bolts that had stretched at parts of her are now light and glowing and now encompass whole facets of her body. As she stands there lifting, the very space around her shakes and adjusts. And as you scream one more time uncontrollably, all that pain, all that fury, all that vengeance within, as you unleash it, you watch as all the buildings tear away, the bricks crackling around like a whirlwind. The rest of you are pulled throughout, and with one final scream, white. That's where we're in tonight's episode.
What? What? What does that mean?
No, I don't. Am I
No.
dead or alive?
We'll find out next time.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
this isn't okay. This isn't okay.
Fresh cut grass.
But I'm just a little boy.
In this pure, endless void of all color, you feel the psychic pulse open a flood of memories. waking to Dancer's curious smile, enjoying polishing the armor of your other automaton companions, exploring this new world with fresh eyes and protecting your friends, meeting Ashton in the depths of your despair, discovering a new family, and righting wrongs, lifting the spirits of those you admire. Older memories break through. An endless cloudscape rushing past a skyline of pristine lavender spires. A parade through prismatic cobblestone streets, thousands of metallic beings cheering, celebrating. A dark room. A man you fear, of short graying blonde hair, shouting, his mouth making no words. None of this imagery makes sound, it's just visual. But you know there's anger in his heart, the intent, the defiance. A green path of flowers and stone stairs. A kindly older noblewoman greets you. You like her, and your new life away from him. She sits and speaks silence, but you know the words of confidence and vulnerability that she shares. You grant her perspective and encouragement and understanding. She smiles. She frowns. She is gone. Chetney. Within the endless light, you feel like your very soul is pried open, memories spilling forth, gentler times of wayward romances in your youth. Diana and her laugh, Frudel and her patience, how you filled each lonely gap with work, fixation, and even the longest of lives can extend rapidly under such pursuits. But within your belly a hunger stirs. An itch hits your skin. An iron smell fills your nose. A howl pierces your ears. You look up to the full, glowing red moon Ruidus above you. From its ruddy light streaks a single beam of pure crimson light that envelops you. You let it wash away the sadness, and you give in to the beast, tearing your skin away as you feel the anxious tingle that you always feel at the zenith of this moon now grow into an uncontrollable impulse to hunt, to kill, to eat, to ruin. It sees you now, and it's found common ground. Ashton, enveloped in shadowless infinity, too bright to blink nor look away, you are a child. You are worried as others rush to finish something you do not understand. You do not hear. Your elven father shouts orders without sound, pointing about excitedly. You look back to your saintly, strong mother, the fear within you growing with the tension in the air, but she touches your shoulder and kisses your head. She points ahead as the many people take their places around the vibrant, glowing gateway. Your mother steps to your father and hands him his vestments. He places leather mask and headdress upon his face, the details curving upward as if reaching for the sparking opening. It begins. Laudna. Here beyond the edge of death, the light envelops you. You remember, soundlessly, the lush forests of the parchwood surrounding the edges of your family home. You remember the warmth of the fire under the hearth and the comfort of a stew's smell filling the air as your family gathers for dinner. Dinner. An impossibly long, decadent table. Watchful guards. The Dark Lord and Lady speaking wordlessly, and the dread that fills your heart. Her gaze meets yours. A gaze that never stops. You see her at the edge of your vision always. Her shape creeps beyond every blink. Her words mingle with your own. You fear you may lose yourself. Are you yourself? Or just her? Incubating. I am of his blood, I will endure. My will is unrelenting. You are my vessel in life, on life, in beyond. I will endure. Imogen. Your entire body and spirit shakes into energy, a cosmic mass of vibration and power. You feel your body pulse and burn, unstable and threatening to burst, wanting to explode. You wince and hold yourself with all your might, your eyes tightening shut. You are walking, toppling over a rock by a swaying tree. A hand catches your clumsy form just as it strikes the dirt. You cry loudly, silently, as your eyes meet hers. Her lavender hair tied up over her ears in a long braid. Your smile, her smile, calms your tears to a still. She wipes your cherub cheeks and lifts you into her arms. She speaks to you wordlessly. In your mind, you know everything is all right. She suddenly looks concerned. Her face snaps away into the distance. With intensity, you open your eyes once more, and there, in this vacant space crackling before you, you see Otohan, staring back, her body crackling with the same type of energy as yours. You are a true predator, a gift in their image. If you can be as strong as we can, to deny your nature is to be consumed by it. To embrace it is to master your own fate. I am proud of you. The voice of Liliana echoes in your mind. Run, Imogen. Run.
I try to blast her face.
Okay. In that moment, you reach within you, and as the energy begins to burble up and ignite, this bright, burning, chaotic, swirling energy just begins to build up as you unleash it with an immense scream. You watch her get blasted and streak away into the white darkness. The light blinks out. A void envelops you, and you hear the sound of 1,000, 10,000 stones and bricks hitting the ground. The wind hits your face, the sand stinging across your cheek as you come down to your feet. Looking around you, you now stand in the streets of Eshteross once more. In the vicinity where a number of buildings stood, most of them are gone.
Oh my
There is a circle of earth pushed away. And in that moment, your companions appear where they were. As they were.
Wait, is it
Roll a
Otohan
death
here?
saving throw. Otohan is nowhere to be seen.
Can't breathe.
Those are
Otohan
two
is
failures.
nowhere to be seen.
This is it. This is it.
No.
I've been thinking about this moment for so long.
For exactly 1 week.
For exactly a week. Oh, which one? Let's do the red one.
Oh God, the red one.
Fuck you, Rudis. My heart is pounding.
Does anybody else hear like a high-pitched ringing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. No. What is it?
What, bad or
What is
I
it?
can't see it.
Natural one.
Laudna, in the final moments before you expire, please explain to me what crosses your mind.
I imagine it would be confusion. Flashes of all of the powerful women in her life. Imogen, Fearne, her mother, Delilah. As Delilah is still there, but still powerful.
As the darkness begins to creep in and carry you to whatever threshold lays beyond, an oddly familiar threshold. This is a line you've walked for many years. And as the dark curtain begins to fold in, you feel her arms wrap around you. As Delilah embraces you from behind and whispers in your ear, "Worry not, child. Death is but a waiting game." As Laudna's final breath escapes, and she lies still, cold.
Can I see?
Only one way to find out it's true. I'm sure
What-
he didn't say no. We'll say
Laudna?
Where's Laudna on this fucking tape?
Laudna? I reach out with my mind.
There's nothing there to reach back.
I run out a few steps to see if I can spot her. I'm looking around everywhere.
Okay. You run past Chetney onto the space, and just as you get to the edge of your movement, about there,
In the rubble of one of the nearby buildings, you see a hand limply hanging on the outside.
I'm gonna take off as far as I can to her.
okay. You can get just within.
I'm
Reach
gonna
it.
start pulling
Hitting
rubble
her?
off of her. Just slapping her.
Beating the shit out of her.
Pulling rubble off of her and
I will lean down and touch Fearne on the side of her cheek, on her face, as gently as I can with my metal hands. And I will whisper in her ear, please don't leave us. And I will cast Revivify. I know your family has not been easy for you, but I feel like you're making a new one with us, and I want to help you. I want to help you be whole again, and I think you would break all of our hearts by leaving. And I just need you to stay. I need you to stay. And I'll just sort of command her to stay.
Okay. As you complete the ritual, I need you to go ahead and roll a d10 and add your spellcasting modifier.
Roll a d10.
Sorry, d20, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Spellcasting.
Spellcasting.
What is my
Roll
spell?
better
It's
than
wisdom,
Marisha.
so whatever your wisdom bonus is.
It's a 7 + 3.
10 is literally the difficulty class base on this for a character who has not died.
I hate this game.
Really do.
Fearne,
No.
No.
in the shadowed darkness, as you felt the world pulled from you, and whatever dark thread of the unseelie or beyond that's been haunting you through mirror upon mirror since you've come here, you feel it get its tethers in you, and you feel yourself being pulled. And just as you feel that sense of hopelessness wash over you, that light glimmers and you hear the words of fresh cut grass echo. That light becomes a tunnel, almost a ladder before you. Do you reach for it?
Well, what else is there?
Do you look behind you?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you look behind you?
Yeah.
You look behind you, and you see a dull green sliver of a moon. You see a blackened hillscape of tangled jungle and thorns, brambles and eyes, so many wicked, hungry eyes waiting for you. And behind those eyes, darkness, uncertainty, cold oblivion.
not quite ready for that part yet. I'll turn around and start reaching up.
As you reach out and grasp what looks to be a ladder-like structure, you hold on to it, and it seems to pull you away. You glance back and feel the tethers tear free from you. You can almost hear the screams of disappointment and frustration in this endlessly echoing space below. As you glance back up, the ladder is no longer a ladder, but almost like an arm of light pulling. And as the light rushes up towards you and your eyes are flooded, you begin to focus once more as you blink, and the hand of light is now a hand of metal. And you glance up into the face of fresh-cut grass, who is pulling you from the ground.
I'll stay. Jeez Louise, calm down.
Oh boy.
Hi. Thanks for doing that. That was really, really nice of you. How's everybody doing?
Real bad.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and dust off a little bit.
Orym's
Not quite
dead.
your turn yet. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Orym's
So-
dead, and you have 16 seconds to save his life.
Oh my god.
Wait, 6 times 6 is 30. 36 seconds!
I'm just gonna put Laudna's head in my lap and brush her forehead off and say, come back, come back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach into my pocket and get out the rock that Fearne hid in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, I know you're there, you bitch. I know you still want her. I'm gonna put the rock on Laudna's chest
Okay.
with her hands over top of it.
Okay.
Rollies.
Shit! I was gonna say coin flip, but rollies is.
Oh my god, if you guys rollies it for whoever wins gets about that.
This is the darkest shit ever.
The darkest rollies.
Pretty dark.
Wait.
Darkest timeline.
I hate to say it. She has been dead before.
Well, haven't we all in some ways? I have. Okay.
You have? Wait,
I
what?
think.
I mean, technically she
Yeah.
had. No.
Nope.
Should we do like a who votes for Orym? No. That's so weird.
There is 5 of us up, so it would be we could vote
no.
3 out of 5.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's a terrible idea.
I reach into my pocket and pull out a small platinum coin.
Oh my god, we're really doing it.
Are you flipping a coin
I have a
right
coin.
now?
Well, sure, but this one's made of platinum. You could use a wooden one.
I have one from a god.
Oh, that's good too. I mean, listen, you can suffer with the grief of this decision, or you can just let it go.
I was just given this coin by Imahara Joe,
Okay.
and it's
Cannot believe we're
it's
flipping
from a
fucking coin
it's
for their lives.
from a god. I don't know. Does that make this? We could say a prayer. I could say a prayer.
Who do you pray to?
Well, this coin.
is that god?
It's the Changebringer.
Well, they're certainly bringing change.
Yeah, you sent that fucking message first.
Do I have a third spell left.
I want to send a message to Delilah, but it's not my fucking turn in the initiative.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh no, Marisha!
Told you it's time.
I'm gonna send a message to Delilah.
To Delilah. Okay.
I don't know if
Sure,
she's
sure.
able
Yeah,
to
great,
do that, but I'm
great.
gonna try
Do
to
it.
send a message
Do
to
it.
Delilah.
She's on a plane somewhere.
You better bring her back. I know you want to be in this world, and she's your only way here. Get your ass down here and bring her back.
Yep, got it.
Poor thing. I would if I could. But I ask you to bring her back too. For both of us.
She can't.
That fucking bitch. Oh, God.
You just stole my coin, didn't you?
She's not. Okay. I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna go to Laudna. Sort of push her hair to the side. We'll find a way back for you, I promise. No. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. It's the coin's fault. We can be met at the Changebringer later. I'll go to Orym. Just gonna gather him up. Hi. Hi, friend. Can you please come back? Because I'm getting a little scared. And we need your help, because we can't do this just by ourselves, okay?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. You expend the spell's energy. Place your hand upon Orym's cold body. Orym. The tension has passed, and a calm peace comes over you. There's this shadow, this looming darkness of regret and anxiety gives way to the sounds of the soft breeze of Zephyr through the trees. And you feel the presence you've missed for a bit as you turn from the shadow amongst the various cherry blossom branches and the wind that blows and this kind of soft dreamscape before you. You see Will. Just looking back. And you want nothing more than to stay here. And in that moment of relinquishing to whatever the next life may be, you hear Fearne's words echo out from above. The soft dream begins to fade a moment, and you glance up into a shaft of light. And her words call out to you. And you're torn. You look back down to Will, who looks back at you. And as his voice echoes, "You're not done."
I really wish I could stay.
I'll still be here.
Oh, I miss you so bad.
There will be a time. I look forward to it.
Say hi to Derek for me. Say hi to Dad.
I will. And he reaches out and embraces you. like a hot spring that just envelops you. You feel the warmth and light of a connection you've missed for so long. And as you drift upward, you watch the tree begin to fade. You see his face begin to fade. And you feel the sting of dust and sand against your cheek. You blink and squint and come to focus. And as you look right up into the face of Fearne, upside down above you, tears streaming down her face.
Hi.
Hey, Fearne.
Hey, best friend. We were in a bit of a pickle, and I'm glad that you're here.
Letters. We've done everything we can so far.
No! What are you doing?
I'm.
Imogen, I'm sorry. Okay.
You'll just
We're
keep
gonna
hearing
figure
in
it
your
out.
heads over and over again. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Can you pick her up? Pick her up, Ashton.
I'm gonna unfold the hole and put her in the.
No, do not put her in the hole.
Where else are we gonna put
She's
her?
gonna be in there with Armand and just rattling around. No, you carry her. You carry her to Joe's.
Just fucking.
Okay.
Fuck!
As you pick her up and lift her, the rock that you placed within her grasp kind of tumbles free and hits the ground.
I'll pick it back up.
Okay.
What did you do? Why? What did he do? I mean, he's trying to get Paragon's call.
He unleashed the Shade Mother.
That was not my doing. That was Ira. A dubious creature at best. Maybe it was my mistake to do business with him.
Why were you doing business with him?
Because he's effective in forging the chaos we needed to push the council to require the help of the Paragon's call.
What chaos?
Creating threats, dangers, to have the people rise up feeling like they weren't secure in their lives. That the council, that the quorum wasn't doing its job. And so we needed
This was
additional
all
aid.
just to get Paragon's call to be hired by the Drusar quorum?
Well, that's what I thought it was.
You were using the Nightmare King as a psyop?
More or less.
I punch him.
You.
Thank you. What were you shipping? What does the Cerberus assembly have to do with all this?
I don't know the specifics of it. I have a shipment line that crosses the Osmond Sea into the Menagerie Coast, and I've been allowing numerous shipments over the past year or so to pass through across the sea and wait by a compatriot of mine in Drusar who's been holding on to them until the time was right to bring them here to Bassaris. Once they were here, the call took them in to wherever their site was. The two vials that you received that fell out of it, you look at them too, and like these crystal vials, kind of similar in shape as to the things that you saw set within Fearne, that you saw set within that weird device on Otohan's back. It's on her back.
Gray fluid.
Do they
A
drug
weird
anything?
gray flowing fluid, as you kind of swirl it in there, you see it. It seems to ignore gravity for a moment before it settles in, almost like a slow motion mercury that just kind of floats and then reconstitutes.
Imogen, do you think someone needs to take care of Pâté and sashimi?
I use my telekinesis to lift Pâté up. Yeah, we should take care of him.
Ah, I'm horny.
Oh, I got a troubles.
It's really feels icky.
Yeah, I'm walking away from that shit.
Really only makes sense when she does it.
I'm just gonna keep him. I'll keep him on my belt for now.
It takes you a moment, and you get the sense that this is an extremely intricate lock. There's a thick wall to it, like it's protecting what's inside, or at least there's a heavy buffer. The actual space within it is about 6 inches by 6 inches in the center, by 6 inches, like a cube. And in there, you see a pile of finely ground green glass.
Residuum.
Maybe
Beer bottles.
Could be a lens. Could be a lens.
That lens was made of residuum.
In like little shards and pieces, or any sort of like crap.
I'll hold one of those vials of gray liquid.
Okay.
I guess, and my lens will pop down, and I'm going to use identify.
You focus on it, and as your kind of eye focuses, the flash of built-in, knowledgeable, arcane power kind of flares for a moment into your eye. And as it does, you begin to ascertain the nature of this strange vial. This is a potion of possibility.
Oh, yeah.
When you drink this clear potion, you gain 2 fragments of possibility.
Two fragments of possibility?
I would say that the whole time I also couldn't stop thinking about Thule and thinking how seeing Imogen reminded me of my own day 6 years ago and how much there's to do.
Chetney,
Yes.
I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday.
Huh?
When I was feeling weird and you came and hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for trying to reach out, and I'm so sorry for what I did to you. And now more than ever, we need to stick together. I'm sorry about that.
Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It just kind of seemed like you needed to let off some steam or something.
I shouldn't have taken it out on you, and I know that I said some things and I shouldn't have to all of you. So I stayed up during the night to make you this. It's a toolbox for your wooden tools.
Oh no! And look at the front.
I used my blade to carve it during the night. It's not as fine workmanship as you, but,
No, it's not.
but I thought that you might like it.
How? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. God, it's awful. I love it.
All of you mean so much to me, and I'm sorry that I did that to you. And for Laudna's sake, we got to stick together and be honest with each other and not hide money from each other. You know, just in general. It's a general comment, not directed at anybody.
FCG, this is so great. And can I just say, it's not all bad what happened yesterday. I am actually encouraged by what I saw you throw down with. That's the shit I'm talking about. So if you need to let that out every once in a while on our enemies, fully encourage it. Just on our enemies. Because when your eyes go red, that's some crazy shit. But I'm here for it.
I saw my parents.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Aren't you an orphan?
I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds to work that out.
So you do have parents.
5.
But I didn't know if you ever knew what they looked like or saw them.
I don't.
But then how did you know that they were them?
I do.
You just know.
It's a dim memory that, that was just suddenly really fucking clear. There were, actually, I've been meaning to ask, did that helmet, the armor and the helmet is exactly what I think it is? Okay.
Is that like...
They were football players.
Is it the armor that you took?
The helmet that was the stuff we saw in the museum. I don't know why did something.
The helmet that
You remember he took the armor in that museum and
Stuff from the museum.
I pull out
the Gianna Hexam?
Why was it there?
I pull out the helmet that I stole from the museum. It was some sort of ritual, I guess. I don't know. They were doing something, and I think my mother said, I think it was my mother said, it begins, and then I woke up, had to.
It begins.
I don't know.
What?
This is it. This fucking thing is it. It's what I fucking got.
Is that helmet or armor from somewhere that you recognize, or people,
What
or?
did it say in the museum where it was from? Do we remember? Did you write it down?
I did, and it's
sounded like a shari, but it wasn't a shari.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry.
Which, while the term, like the language base is similar, it isn't Ashari based. It is more elemental based. It's what the kind of secondary portion of the word is derived from. You can see the kind of, it is a cured leather mask and headband combination where there are these kind of leather tendrils that curl up almost like a living flame in the back that kind of weave and pull upward. There is a sculpted heavy brow that pulls across the nose. It looks like it's a ceremonial dress more than it is an armor.
Got it.
Yeah, it was a memory of the last day I spent with my parents.
How old were you?
Too young to remember. And I remember vaguely watching everything fucking go. Everything just rip apart.
What do you mean? Metaphorically, physically, what do you mean?
Oh, wind and light and air and people flinging through the air, cracking and breaking, and
This is your last memory of your parents?
yeah, I woke up wandering the deadlands outside the city. After however long they fucking found me, put me in the Greymore home.
Should I call?
Sorry.
No, what?
Well, I know we're all a little unsettled, but, and obviously Miss Laudna, but how do you feel after that? Do you feel the same, different?
It's hard to tell, Chet, because I feel really sad.
Right.
I feel like there's a bit of like a fuzziness at the back of my brain, if that makes sense. Little pinpricks that weren't there before. I'm gonna look at my arms. Do the marks look any longer at all than they were?
They've crawled at least an inch to an inch and a half up from where they previously were.
So they're getting about here now,
Yep,
if not
just
higher.
past the elbow.
Orym just abruptly hugs her around the knees, above the knees. You hear down by your thigh. We're real sorry, Imogen.
I'm so sorry. I feel like if I hadn't run away, none of this would have happened, and you guys wouldn't be hurting, and Laudna wouldn't be gone, and I just thought we were all running, and then she just kept coming for us.
We were running.
We had to.
And she wouldn't have even gone after you if... It's like she was trying to make me break.
That might be so, but we went into her house. All of us.
And I didn't mean to be insensitive before. I mean, we didn't know how powerful she was. It seems like she's the only one that knew how powerful you were.
Yeah.
And I know a thing or two about people being afraid of you. I just want to help you embrace it, or control it, or use it, or something. But we were all on the same. We were all on the same team. You didn't run. We all did. She was just fucking strong.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
What is? These? The mark of Ruidus? I don't fucking know.
Do they hurt?
No.
Do you remember when... I can't remember if we've talked about this before. Do you remember when those first showed up?
Yeah, they started showing up when I started having dreams.
And how old were you?
About 18.
How do they make you feel?
These?
Yeah.
Well... Up until yesterday, they kind of felt good. I mean, at first they were terrible. It let everyone in town know I was different, you know? And then as soon as I realized I could defend, like, when I defended Laudna when she came to town, then it was like, they were proof that I was stronger than I thought I was. But now it just feels like evidence.
It looks like proof to me. You fucking saved us.
Yeah.
You saved all of us, and we're gonna save her too.
We will.
And that's proof that you're gonna be able to fucking do it.
Yeah. I don't want to give it in. I don't want to be like Otohan.
So don't.
That's some hero shit, man.
I'll just place 2 copper coins on her eyes and a sprinkle of salt. And I don't have lips.
I'll lean down and give her a kiss on the forehead.
Thank you. And I'll cast Gentle Repose on her.
So as you complete the ritual, you focus on her body, her corpse, her essence, whatever earthly connection still remains with the currently absconded spirit that you know as Laudna. You complete the ritual and there's a flash of kind of vibrant, warm, orangish light around it. And none of you pick it up, but you do. A weird sense that the spell definitely headed something off at the pass.
Oh, shit.
And now she rests for the next 10 days.
I gotta send a message to Eshteross.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes, I always call a message, but whatever. I'm sending.
Okay.
We have Armand. We lost Laudna. Do you know of someone powerful enough to bring her back? Tell us what to do.
Is that it?
Okay. Yes, husband.
He responds rather quickly. I am very sorry to hear. A terrible sacrifice. Perhaps we can make right on this with Armand. Such magics are rare, though.
He doesn't know of anyone.
Did you warn him?
Warn him of what?
They're coming for him.
How would I know that?
Oh, didn't one of us know that?
I thought we had just...
Orym knew it, but we never talked about the fact that Thule...
Otohan said out loud.
Yes.
Oh, she did?
Eshteross'
Oh,
name.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would have warned him.
You had 6 words
I
left.
had 6 words left.
PTW.
Also, you in danger, girl.
Use your one.
I will follow up with. Also, you in danger, girl. Otohan knows you sent us and might come for you. So be safe.
I knew this time would come. I will see if I have contacts who can aid in Laudna's predicament. Bring her here. Okay. I will prepare.
While you've been doing the messages, I just wanted to hand FCG this. Use the paints from Imahara Joe, just in case you start feeling wild again. I just thought maybe we could craft something that could, help you describe your emotions. So, if you're feeling happy, we could just leave this up. Or maybe if you're like, I'm gonna buzzsaw you, you can do this. Or maybe we could just mount it to your chest or something, and that's for rebooting.
Like an emotional
keep it real
thermometer.
simple.
Isn't it so cute?
It's real smooth. The paint is slightly corrosive, so just be careful.
Why is the paint corrosive?
I think it's meant for metal, but it's really burning the fuck out of my skin. My prints are all gone.
See alkaline.
So,
I love it.
Thank you for what you said.
Thank you for this emotional clock.
Thanks for my toolbox. My amateurishly made toolbox.
At which point the skyship, you can see, begins to lean forward, listen in a forward direction to pick up speed. The sails flare up even wider, and it begins to careen quickly in your direction.
Can we catch it on the run? Is there a ladder drop down?
Well, as it gets to the edge of the city, and there are larger buildings, you can see it begin to... And as it begins to push down, you can see off both sides, 2 rope ladders begin to unfurl.
Run and grab him.
Run and grab him.
Can you hold on to Laudna while we're...
She's Bjorn, right?
Bjorn, I've got a big
As
backpack.
it pushes through the street, you can see it's having a hard time. They're not precise vehicles. And as it kind of pushes through around, you see one of the rope ladders kind of like it's snagged on the edge of a roof before like about 10 feet of it snap off.
Oh,
and
jeez.
it's starting to lose some height, but it's pushing through kind of the outside of the skids, which...
Before I hop on, or maybe because I rolled a 20, this can work, can I use a 4th level spell to hit anybody that looks like they're not going to make it with a fly spell?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can hit 2 people.
So, as you all begin to leap and climb and hold on, and it's like the rope itself is swinging left and right. At one point, it kind of like slams into the side of Ashton's hip, and it hurts. You almost lose your grip.
Rock and roll.
And you full on miss the ladders.
Oh no.
A bit of it.
And as you go downward, suddenly you're about to hit the ground, and then you just coast along the ground.
What? What? What is it? Devilry!
You glance up and you can see, hand extended at the top of the ladder, Imogen looking down at you.
He's starting to believe.
Are you doing this or am I? I try to go up.
Alrighty. Pulling up. You coast up alongside the edge of this rope ladder.
Is there anybody else that needed it? It was just you?
I'll just keep going up.
Up in the way, you coast past the sails, and as you tear up past, you can see now on the deck, half the crew there waiting, and Captain Xandus, they're sitting there with their arms on the sides of the wheel for the actual skyship. Kind of shout out, "Ha ha ha! There's one way to do it!" And as it pulls up over the city, pushing through the pillars of the smokestacks of the various cisterns that climb out of the top of the city, it turns to the left and begins pushing in a northward direction, taking you back out over the belly of the Hellcatch Valley, onward to your destination, back to where this all began, the city of Drusar.
Chetney goes, "Whoop."